Let's take a couple minutes and we'll walk through the audio settings on Pioneer's DEH-X2800UI. So from any source, and in this case we're on the auxiliary source, let's press in on the volume control, and we're going to scroll along here until we find the audio menu. Here's the audio menu, and press enter. The first thing we see is the fader control. And if you don't see the fader control on your head unit, make sure you go to the initial settings menu and you are choosing full range for your rear speaker output, otherwise you won't have a fader control. So to get into the fader, press enter on the volume control, and here we can fade from front to back and choose the setting that works best for you here. Once you've done that, you can press the back button and roll over to the next setting, which is the balance control, and press enter here. Pressing enter will get you into the balance for right and left, and choose the setting that works best for you here. And when you're done there, you can press the back button and roll over to the next setting, which is the EQ settings. And for more information about the equalizer settings, check out the EQ settings video for the 2800. Let's roll over to the next one, which is our loudness. Right now the loudness control is turned off. If we press in on the volume control, loudness is switched on to its low level. Touch it again to the mid. One more time, switches loudness onto its high level. If we touch it one more time, the loudness control is switched off, and you can choose the setting that works best for you there. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is our subwoofer control, and right now subwoofer control is turned off. Now if you don't see a subwoofer control setting, make sure you go back to the initial settings menu and you have subwoofer selected for your RCA outputs or for your rear speaker outputs, at least one of them. Right now our subwoofer setting is turned off. If we press in on the volume control, our subwoofer is switched on and in its normal phase. Touch it again, and subwoofer is on and in its reverse phase. Choose normal or reverse phase, whichever sounds best to you. And touch it one more time and the subwoofer is switched off. So for right now we're going to switch the subwoofer on and in its normal phase. Then we'll roll over to our next setting, which is our subwoofer control. Now if you don't see a subwoofer control setting here, that means you have the subwoofer switched off in the previous menu. So we'll press in to enter the subwoofer control menu, and the first thing we see is our crossover point for the subwoofer, or our low pass filter, and we can choose a frequency for that from 50 up to about 200 Hertz, and just choose the frequency that works best for you. Then press in on the volume control, and we can choose to boost or cut that subwoofer output at the chosen crossover frequency of 125 Hertz. And when we're done there, press in on the volume control and we can change the slope of the crossover between 12 and 24 dB per octave. Once you've made the adjustments that work best for you there, let's go back and roll over to our next setting, which is our bass boost setting, and press enter. Here we start at 0 and we can add a little more bottom into the system if we want to, up to +6, or back down to 0. When you're done making those adjustments, you can go back and roll over to the next setting, which is our high pass filter. And with our high pass filter, let's press enter. And right now the high pass filter is switched off. So if we roll over on the volume control, we can switch the high pass filter on and choose a crossover frequency. And these are the same crossover frequencies as the low pass filter, so we'll choose 100 Hertz here, press enter, and we can choose between 12 and 24 dB per octave for our slope for the high pass filter crossover, set right now at 100 Hertz. When you're done making those adjustments, let's go back and roll over to our next setting, which is SLA. Now if you remember at the beginning of this video, we were on the auxiliary source. So auxiliary, it will allow us to adjust its volume independent of the FM radio, or compared to FM radio. So the source level adjuster here is a volume adjustment as for all sources as compared to FM. And so that would be the CD source, the auxiliary source, or anything that you plug into USB. Once you selected that source, we can go into the source level adjuster, and right now we're on auxiliary. We can make the auxiliary source a little louder or maybe a little quieter as compared to FM. So you'll make an adjustment here for each of the sources, all except for FM. And the idea is there is very simple, so that when we switch between sources, between AM, FM, CD, USB, and auxiliary, there's not a big jump in the volume when we switch between those sources. Once you've made those adjustments, you can go back and roll over to the next setting, which is back around to our fader control. Remember, at any time, you can exit this menu by pressing the back button, or the I button will get you back out to the source.